All right.
Okay.
All right. When in my early Toastmaster days, I used to attend education sessions around table topics. You all can hear me, right? Let me know if you all can hear me. All right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, great. And I used to have seasoned speakers, champions coming up on stage and giving different templates, different techniques like prep, past, present, future, and all of these things, Oreo methods and prep methods, and and there are many ways to approach any table topic when it comes to a contest. Now, when I heard the education session, I was all excited. There were so many techniques. We have enough bullets. Let the topics come. Contest came. I got into stage. I heard the topic, and all the techniques went out of my head. Because what is prep? I was trying to figure out, oh, what was the first point of prep? What exactly was prep, or what is Oreo? If you ask me, I think Oreo is I don't remember even how it is opening. Or no prep. I don't remember. And anyways, there is a method to it. What has helped me is what I will tell you. Listen to the question, listen to the topic, and answer sincerely. Forget being judged. Forget trying to recollect the fact that you are in a contest. Whatever the topic is, try to think and just give an answer. That is by far the most effective method I've come across. Now, another reason why I say that is also coming next. If you look at the judges' ballot in table topics, we have 55. Do you have the judges' ballot with you, Abdullah Vijay? Do you guys have? No.
No.
Wait, I think I have it on screen. Let me see if I can share it. Yeah. So this is a judges' ballot. Okay, I can't share screen, right? Okay, that's all right. Anyways, in the table topics,
You
judges
need the permission? Yeah, Vijay can give you the permission.
Okay, great. Vijay, if you can give him the permission.
Yep, doing it right now.
Yeah, okay. We have 30 points for speech development, 25 for effectiveness, 15, 15, 15 for physical, that is your body language, your voice, and your language, your vocabulary. So, do I have the permission?
Share it also, Jenson. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, so, can you all see the screen?
Yes.
All right. So, this is how the judges' ballot screen would look like. So you see, speech development means opening, body, close, and the way you organize it. Now, a big part of this will largely depend on you. What I would suggest is how the best way to score as much as you can in this part, in speech development and effectiveness, is to try practicing structuring your opinions. Because most of the cases, table topics will ask you for an opinion, or it will ask you for an experience. It is either of the two. So practice how can you convey your opinion in an effective way, in a methodical way. And it is there's nothing else to it. There's no magic formula. There's no magic pills. You may get it right. You may make a fool of yourself. Does not matter. It is just practice and keep doing it as consistently as you can. Now, as a speaker, as a contestant, one of the experiences I've had, or one of the challenges I've come across is the moment we get a topic, we may get excited. Oh, I know this topic. I can smash this topic, and this is about my life, and all of that. We will get so excited that we will start on high, and from there we forget how to continue. We lose entire track. So no matter how easy the topic, how excited the topic gets you, stay calm. All right, structure your thoughts and see how to start. A few things you could look at is have a method to start any topic. So when it comes to speeches, right, in prepared speeches, one of the things they tell is when the stage gets bigger, the speaker's nervousness and anxiety gets bigger. So as contestants, we would have prepared this practicing the speech over 100 times by then. But there are times when we go blank, right? So before you come on stage, just be thorough with how are you going to open. Now to give an example, we could do some examples here. I can't see it. Okay. So it's been a long time since I've used Zoom. I've lost touch. Where is everybody? Oh, okay, I have to stop sharing the screen. Okay. Stop share. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. So so yeah, we can do an immediate table topic session right now and see how each of you respond to the situation, and then try to assess where your strength is, where your weakness is. Right, as much as possible, give value in content. Even if you're standing in one place, even if your delivery is poor, it is all fine. Make sure there is value in your content, because that holds. That is what judges will actually get impressed by. Now, when I first joined TGIS, for our first contest, I remember the first contest was name one place that you've been to that is most memorable to you. I had my preparations, but as I said, when I heard the topic, I was excited. Nothing came out in the end. Then I ended up telling a story about one of the trips where I was on a wildlife safari and a lion was coming across, towards me. I was in the car, but the winner in that contest was DTM Hemant. Now, we all spoke about the different places we went to. DTM Hemant, and I was impressed by the way he handled that topic. The most important, I don't remember the topic exactly, but the most important place he's ever been to is within himself, trying to discover the kind of person he was. Now, that is a bouncer. We don't expect that. Judges see 10, 20 contestants giving the same. One has gone to Kenya, the other has gone to Thailand, the third has gone to Amsterdam. There's nothing new. But when one of them come and say, okay, the best place I've been to and the place I would want to go to is within myself. No, whatever, it goes unconventional. It shows that Hemant has given it some thought. He has thought over the topic, and he has given a quite a sincere answer. His answer wasn't to impress, his answer wasn't to win. His answer was what he believed in. That is the best formula. I mean, it is that is what has worked. That is what I've seen has worked for the champions. That is what I've seen has worked for me. We can do a quick trial now and see if you guys can. Okay, I've got Oreo method. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Vijay. Opinion, reasons, yeah, explanations, and opinion again. So try to figure out how do you want to start. An easy method is to repeat the topic in a question form. For example, give me a table topic. Abdullah, Benjamin, do you guys have any topics? No.
Maybe Benjamin.
No? Benjamin, do you have any topics you can think of?
Thing comes to mind.
Yeah, that is what happens.
That's a table topic in itself.
So let me just see. Okay, here's the table topic. Would you okay, where is it? Would you rather be funnier, smarter, or more athletic? Tell us why. Okay. You guys can hear me? Yeah. I mean, anyone can go. Take it up. No? Who wants to take up the challenge? Nobody?
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
Would you rather be funnier, smarter, or athletic? What is it? Yeah, right. Would you rather be funnier, smarter, or more athletic? Tell us why.
Funniest mother.
Funnier, smarter, or more athletic?
Or more athletic.
Yeah. Tell us why. Yeah, go ahead, Benjamin.
Sure. Would I rather be funnier, smarter, or more athletic? If I was gun to my head, forced to pick one of them, certainly I would pick smarter, because our brains and our intellect is the defining quality of what makes us human. So it's my firm belief that if you're in a good headspace, you can make yourself funnier. You can make yourself more athletic. So it all begins with It all begins with getting smarter, and getting smarter will thus enable you to become more athletic and become funnier. That's it. That's it for now.
Thank you, Benjamin. So that's 38 seconds. So here, if you all observed how Benjamin started, and that is a nice technique to start. He was given the table topic, and he asked the topic as a question to himself. If I was asked this table topic, and then what is your favorite holiday destination? So if I was asked what was my favorite holiday destination, there's only one name that comes to my mind. So that is a nice way to get the ball rolling, to establish a proper opening. It is a nice technique. And ask the topic as the question to yourself, and then you can get into the story. Now here, Benjamin gave a logical reply to his to the topic, right? Now, Ben, one tip here: the moment you get stuck, once the logic is out, once we run out of logic, get into stories, get into personal experiences. So then you have enough time to see the green light. Guys, table topics, I'm not here to tell you how to win the table topic contest. I'm just here to tell you how to speak for 2 minutes, impromptu. That is all. The contest, the trophy, those are things not in our control. We can see what we can do is we can see how effectively we can communicate whatever topic is given to us. So yes, anybody else want to try a different topic? I mean, because the more we practice, the more we do, we will see different styles, and we will try to figure out what are things that work, where are areas that people could get stuck, and how to overcome those. Maybe somebody else want to try with a personal story. Pradeep?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Ready? Wait, I'll give you a topic. It would be unfair to take the same topic, right?
Tuli also ready. See.
Okay. What is your favorite technological innovation of the last 10 years?
Mine or in general?
Yours. You're the contestant now. You're the one on stage. You speak. What is your favorite technological innovation in the last 10 years? And
yeah,
why?
thank you for that. I would say that the favorite innovation for me, and as a world also, it is AI, but I would say the Chat GPT very recently, the different versions of it, AI powered, the language that has helped a lot to a lot of content creators. And I tried content creation during my this COVID time, and then this actually helped in getting the content in lesser research time. Otherwise, you need to spend a lot of time to do research and get your material. Here, you get actually your desired results very faster. So you can actually use it, process it, and put your personal flavor and actually create a content. So for me, AI-powered language was the best tool recently.
Thanks, Pradeep. So that you score just within 1 minute. So that is good. Now here, here this is a straightforward, easy topic, right? I mean, you were pretty clear on what you wanted to say. So there's not much to add here. Now, what is going to happen is now imagine from a contest perspective, we have 10 contestants. What are the chances of 6 people speaking about ChatGPT?
Agreed.
You get the point. Now, even if 6 people are speaking about ChatGPT, was that for me or Samir? Abdullah. Okay, that was for
Samir.
Okay. Okay. So even if 6 people are speaking about ChatGPT, how can you stand apart from that 6 is the other question. Again, one thing that would make it more effective is if you can share a personal experience. Nothing beats that, because that would take your speech from being a lecturer to someone who is experiencing, to a storyteller. So that story, the judges would remember, because after 10, 15 contestants, the judges' brains are numb. They've heard the same for you, for the contestant. It is we are hearing the topic for the first time. We're speaking once, but the judges are listening to the same topic, to the same opinions, to the same content again and again and again. So by the time they hear the 15th contestant, if the first contestant wasn't impressive, their brains would go numb. So personal stories is perhaps one thing that they can recollect from the entire 15 speakers. So those are the small techniques that you all can apply in your content. Yeah, go ahead, Pradeep.
Question. Like I asked you a question to clarify the topic again. How does that go? I mean, is it
So-
allowed or should it be or not?
As per the rules, the contest chair will give the topic twice. So Pradeep, what is your favorite Toastmaster Pradeep? What is your favorite technological innovation the past 10 years? What is your favorite technological innovation the past 10 years? Toastmaster Pradeep, and that is all. So they want you, if you haven't gotten the topic by then, you are not in a position to ask. They would not even give you tell the topic again. So those are the rules. Now assume you didn't get it right. All right. And if you, so there are many, it all depends on how you're responding, how you're handling it. So I don't remember who it was, but, and this was not for a contest, but we were doing a mock contest, I believe. One of the speakers, and this was long back, I think 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Somebody heard the topic, and the speaker was like, all right, the last time I remember I heard something wrong. I heard something and I got it wrong was so-and-so case. I don't want to repeat the same mistake. So let me tell you what happened last time. So it changes the entire topic. Because by bringing the context that he did not get the topic, he did not get the topic, or he did not get the words right, and he's not in a position to ask. But then he shares the whole different experience there. What happens then is, there is humor coming in naturally, because again, the speaker brings in a content that is unexpected. When humor comes in, judges definitely remember. I mean, you may not win the contest, you may not be on the first spot, but they will definitely give you a spot in the top 3, unless the other contestants are equally good. Yeah. So those are different. It is all about how you handle a topic when you're put on the spot. Rule number 1: stay calm, no matter how exciting the topic. If someone talks to me about plastic or packaging, I get excited because I have a truckload of content, or a shipload of content to talk about, and that is a problem there, because then my content is it is like I've just unleashed it. So I do not get time to structure it. I do not wait to realize that the other person is out of context. Everybody, even the listener, has to be on the same page. So if the topic is very close to you, stay calm and share your personal story. If this topic is a total bouncer, you don't even have to address the topic directly. You get the point. You can go, you can start with the topic, but go into a whole different direction also. So Hashim, in his table topic education sessions, he has a nice example. So if the topic is given, if the topic is about say a tree here we do not know about, then we can take the tree, have a rope tied to that tree, and take that rope and the other end of the rope tied to a cow, and then we talk about the cow. But then we establish connection between the tree and the cow. You get the point. So that is how every topic works.
Correct.
Yeah. So don't get agitated or anxious if you come across a topic that you're unable to handle with. Guys, any questions? I mean, so far I've been going on, assuming you guys are on page. Yeah.
My one question: how many seconds before starting we will get as a to start after delivering?
So usually 5 to 10 seconds is the norm.
That's all.
Yeah, of course, that's all. But they will start timing you from the first verbal or non-verbal gesture. So you start smiling, and maybe the timer can be on.
Yeah.
You start making eye contact, and the timer will be on.
Yeah, the rule book says any non-verbal gesture, just putting your hand on hate, just making any movement, the time can start. Even Kalijan was doing this.
Yeah. So all of that, is possible. You don't have to see, again, you don't have to wait you don't have to spend the entire 2 minutes. Focus on giving quality content. That will beat everything else. So the moment your focus is on the quality of the content, you will naturally put yourself in a zone where you're not worried about the judges' ballot, where you're not worried about winning the contest, where you're not worried about impressing the judges. You're just being your most authentic self. And that is the whole idea behind the table topic exercise, to help us communicate who we are when we are put on the spot. without getting agitated or flabbergasted.
Okay.
Guys, any other questions?
Yeah, Jenson, I have got a question. So the table topics will only be told verbally, or it will be shown visually? Will the words, can we read it?
No. You will have to pay attention. It is audio.
Okay.
So if the table topic contest chair does not pronounce the words right, or if their vocabulary is not strong, if their pronunciation or accent is different from what you are used to, all of this can put you in challenging situations.
Okay.
Yeah. So figure out how you're going to handle that. I mean, there is no room to say, I did not understand this. You don't get that chance. This is what you're dealt. This is the cards you have been dealt with. Deal with it. So how do you come out of it is all a matter of how you handle the situation. Huh? Again, that is why I say, focus on giving sincere content.
Another question, Jenson, since you mentioned out of box and also your example of the destination on self-discovery, right? So from judges' perspective, what if the content, though it's been spontaneous, it's something very something like a tall tale, like a tall tale's kind of hyperbole, extremely exaggerated or very illogical, like so how that would be seen?
So there is where we come to the judges' ballot again. All right, I'll share the judges' ballot. Can you all see the judges' ballot?
Yeah.
Can you all see effectiveness, the second point? What is the first word under that?
Logic.
So you can risk losing the score. You can go tall tale as long as your tall tale does not come across as tall.
Okay.
That's the art of a great tall tale, right? It does not come across as tall. So logic is crucial. That is why personal stories. I'm a big fan of personal stories because nothing beats that. Your credibility isn't questioned. The logic isn't questioned because it is something that has already happened.
Okay, thank you, Jenson.
All right.
Jenson, I have
I have a question.
So how can we prepare for a table topic in general? Like you mentioned that try to structure your thoughts and your conversation in general, but what other way which we can actually prepare for particularly this contest?
Okay, I will do one thing, Tulika. I will give you a topic now.
Okay, is that
let us
discuss
I mean, that is the whole idea, right? So here it is. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received and how has it impacted your life? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received and how has it impacted your life?
What's the best piece of advice I've ever received and how that has impacted my life? To answer that question, I would like to tell you that once somebody has told me when I was struggling with finding my own identity and was roaming around here and there looking for answers, doing lots of courses, doing lots of activities and all. And I actually got stuck in one place. And then he asked me that it's better. The first thing you need to understand that who exactly is Tulika Singh and what she wants to be. And that stuck to my mind. And I felt that I was roaming around here and there without actually going inside me and asking me this question, that what really I want and who am I? So keeping that in mind, I always ask people if they come for any advice that what exactly they want and how they see it in that situation. That has changed my life tremendously. I am right now a coach, and that has a very big impact. That question has a very big impact on actually choosing that path for my life. Thank you.
Yeah, and that was amazing, Tulika. That was beautiful. Tell me your experience. What was your thought process when you heard the topic? Because that is what we want to listen to.
Naturally, it came very naturally to me because that is a reality.
I mean, that is if the topics resonate with if you can. Now, this is a topic because it is actually asking for your experience. Now, another topic. So one is we have to figure out the different types of topics. There are topics that will ask for experiences. That is why it was, it came in naturally to you, right?
Yeah,
now,
right.
there are topics that would ask for opinions, like AI, or whatever it is, when
Yeah.
it comes to. So when it comes to opinions or experiences or whatever it is, maybe one of the ways you can conclude is to have a call to action. Now, you remember the way you started. So you asked yourself, okay, if what is the best piece of advice I've ever received? And you ask the topic to yourself. It's like someone's talking to you, and then you're reflecting, and then you're restating the whole topic, and then you get into it. That is a nice, safe way to start. It may not be the most effective, it may not be the most creative, but it is a safe way to start. All right. One thing, remember, judges, okay, they may remember how you start, but they will definitely remember how you finish.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and they may not remember what you speak in between. So that is the general formula that goes around. Have a call to action to finish if you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever the topic. Now, in Pradeep's case, what is the that on technology, right? The most innovative technology. What kind of call to action can we have in a speech in a topic like that? There are opinions, there are experiences, and then there would be what else can be there? Samir, any suggestions?
To ask with the question that have you tried it? Does that work for anyone here?
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Okay. If you've tried and if you've had a different experience, then I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Or something like that. Kind of a thing. But don't end. You can end with a rhetoric question, not with the question we're actually seeking answers to, because that will leave everybody hanging in the air.
Yeah, right. My worry is like a few topics where if I don't have a knowledge about it, I don't have a knowledge about many things. So how to deal with those kind of topics?
So a topic like that, say you don't have a knowledge about, you can easily start by saying, yeah, this I feel like I'm with my kids now, because today the questions they ask, I have no clue what they're talking about. All I know is they are in front of they take my phone for 5 minutes and I have 5 apps downloaded on it. As a mother, this is one of the challenges I've had. Or as a mother, how do you cope up with these things? Maybe I'm asking the wrong people. Maybe there are too many dads over here or granddads or whatever it is. So you've got in the flow. Then you talk about motherhood. That is a
So I
topic
can talk
well
about if I don't have an idea about the topic, I can start with that topic, and I didn't understand Jenson exactly.
Yeah, so it is the same case as Tulika, the tree. You do not know anything about the tree, but you can talk about the cow. You do not know about the topic you've been asked, but you can talk about a topic you know well. Now, what are the topics you know well? Have clarity about that. Motherhood, maybe coaching, maybe Toastmasters, maybe travel. So there are topics each of us know well. Be prepared with that. All you have to do is find the rope, tie the tree to the cow. Once you find the rope, you get into your the area where you're strong at.
And will that be passed by the judges? I don't know. If I've not touched
again I'm telling you how to win the table topic contest. I have no clue. Okay, what I can help you is 2 minutes. How can you give an effective speech that can connect with the audience? Focus on that, because the judges can think in their own ways. We cannot control how they perceive, how they think. What we can do is, are we checking the boxes of the judges' ballot? How well can we do that? Just focus on that.
Okay, got it.
If we pass, we pass. If we don't, contest comes every year. We try again. That is all. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Samir, you want to ask something?
Yeah, I had a story to share and a question to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one first?
You would know better.
All right. This is connected to what Tulika was sharing right now. I was just reminded of a story where my friend was attending an interview at IIT Madras he was looking to join there, and they asked him, so he was going for a research program. And during the interview, the panel asked him a question: how does a musical fountain work? And he said it's probably based on the pressure, etc. I said, we understand that, but can you tell us in more detail? And he said, more specifically, I don't know. And they replied, even we don't know. It's okay. We were just looking at how you. So most questions, including how we go for a job interview, the whole idea is not the answer itself, but how we approach the whole problem, right? It's our approach is what is being looked at, how we tackle a question. The question that I had was, in the examples that we had today, some of them actually used at the end of the speech the word thank you to end the table topic. After we finish our speech, do we say thank you? Or is there a better way to
There is
close?
definitely a better way to say. There is definitely a better way to close. Thank you is a conventional way of closing. There's nothing wrong in closing with a thank you. But a better way to close largely depends on how strong and confident you are with the topic or with your content. One of the ways is to reiterate, have a call to action. That is one of the ways to close. The other is perhaps reiterate the topic all over again. So yes, if you were to ask me, what is the best piece of advice I've ever received, it would be to believe in myself. Reiterate, summarize the whole content, or if you were to ask me what is the most innovative technology I've experienced, I would say it is too early to say, because the best is yet to come. There is another way of, there are ways you can summarize it.
Yeah.
So, that's a good question you raise, Samir. These are all small, simple techniques that can have an impact on the judges.
I think champion speakers or people who actually win these topics, they don't end with a thank you.
They don't.
They don't use the word thank you, and they close it, which leaves more confidence. We use it mostly like a crutch. We use it mostly like, finally we are done with it kind of feeling is where we say thank you. So it's almost a thank you, as if thank you for suffering me, or thank you for listening to me for till now.
True.
I would ask one more question.
Yeah, go ahead, Samir.
You said earlier, just focus on being effective.
Yeah.
What is a measure of effectiveness? How do we measure that we are being effective while answering a question?
What works for me is what I can share here, So when I've seen that I'm most effective is not when I'm trying to be effective. It is when I'm trying to be as sincere as I can. So those are the instances in my personal life, professional life, wherever it is. I've been most effective when I've been true to myself and to the person that is coming to me. That works for me. What works for you, it may work for you, or something else may work for you. So it is something you have to figure out. But trying to be effective, trying to be effective in itself may not necessarily be effective, because it's counterintuitive generally. I mean, being effective is
yeah. Can I share my perspective on this?
Yeah, sure.
So what I feel is, when we go up on stage and we are speaking, I think if we focus on adding value to the audience, and if that is what we're completely focused on while answering the question, not to make it about us, but to make it about the audience, and to make sure that they will take away something after listening to us.
Yes.
That they benefit in some way.
Yes, that works really well, but there's a thin line that you should be. That's a thin ice, because there is a high chance you may come across as preachy. You get the point.
I've learned that so much from you.
Yeah. So don't get preachy, because we do not want a preacher on stage.
Yes.
So be sincere. Just be vulnerable and sincere. The value will come, because to get the value out, is the onus on that is not on us. It is on the listener.
I think everyone over here should underline the word that you just now used: vulnerability. If we are able to be vulnerable on stage, that's it. It kills it.
Yes. Nothing connects more effectively than
vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree to that.
Yeah.
Thinking of
So
this vulnerability, sorry, just I had this question. So when I was just seeing the questions, right, I was wondering what if the question can be really very deep or even touch something very sensitive and invoke some emotions.
give an
I
example.
was even thinking that, at one point I may just awestruck, I may just go like lost for words or choke for words.
That can happen. Not sometimes, that can happen quite often.
That's a disadvantage, right? I mean, that's going to be like, how do you see it from judges' perspective?
It is not a disadvantage if you know how. See, it is a disadvantage if you do not know how to come out of it.
Okay.
So if you're stuck in a situation like this, you can immediately start by saying, I can't even remember when was the last time I was so lost for words. And then get moving from there.
Okay.
This topic is so deep that I do not even know where to start from. It invokes so many emotions in me because of a personal experience I've had, because this is where this has been my experience with this subject. And I've always asked myself, why does it happen? So see, whatever it is, you have your, and then you see if you can bring that to the areas of where you're strong at. Like if it is Tulika, like she can then immediately connect to coaching, or she can immediately connect to motherhood, whatever it is. Now with Vijay, you can immediately connect to, okay, I have no idea what you're good at, sorry, but whatever you're good at, debate or, so the one thing you guys can actually be prepared for is know for yourself, what are the topics you all are strong at? What are the subjects you all are good at? Whatever the topic, find the rope to connect to that subject. Those are the ways you can allow yourself not to be lost for words. And it is practice and nothing. It has to be, if you want to close effectively, you want to close with a rhetoric, you want to close with a summary, to remember that on stage in that split second can happen only through extensive practice. Go ahead, Samir.
To practice, here is a list of questions that I just put on the group.
Great.
So just click on the link, Tulika. It's a way that you can just practice 365 topics. Just answer those questions. This is something I know Sujit Sukumaran, when he was contesting for table topics, the night before or 2 nights before for the district contest, some 5-10 years back, he was sitting and tackling one question after the other. I remember when at Saro's place also, you remember, Jenson? I don't know if you were there.
No, I wasn't there.
I was there when I was contesting, I think at the area or division level, I think, I don't remember, for table topics. Face as many questions as possible, keep answering. I think the real key is self-awareness. So journaling is great, reading is great, reflecting is great, watching a movie and then closing it and asking yourself, what is it that I'm taking away from this? Watching a small scene and asking, what am I taking from this? These are all ways I think we can practice. Each time we build our self-awareness, then we get the opportunity to be sincere.
True. And every time you attempt a topic, try to figure out your thinking pattern for yourself. How am I thinking? When I get this topic, why am I thinking this way? So it will also make you aware of where your focus points are. Many times we immediately tend to, oh my God, I do not know about this. Whatever the topic, our first focus point is, oh my God, I do not know about this. What do I speak? No, train your mind to have a different focus point there.
And how can you do that?
So do you know what are your strong topics? Oh my God, how can I connect this to coaching? Oh my God, how can I connect this to sales? Oh my God, how can I connect this to packaging? So, we imagine, instead of thinking, I do not know, we think, how can we connect?
Okay.
But for that, you need to know, you must know what are the topics you're strong at. Yeah.
And generally in contest or in, they don't ask really complicated questions. They don't ask questions which
I was about to ask this
require
question,
subject
actually.
knowledge.
Yeah. It is all about how well you can articulate or express yourself. So go slow, go steady, but at the same time, see how you can connect a topic to a topic you know well, because then that would naturally reflect in your confidence, in the way you speak. You suddenly become more you dominate the content, and that reflects in your body language, that reflects in your tone. You will all of that has scores on the balance sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can't fake it. We can't fake it here. You just practice and be as aware as you can. I mean, there is no other formula. Though there are formulas, none of that usually works when you're on stage and when you're anxious or nervous or whatever it is.
And what about that stage using and movement? Is that very necessary or only
It is all good to have, Abdullah. So here the question is, why I do not want to get into all of that is, if you are in tune with your topic, the hands will move, the legs will move, the expressions will come. The fundamental thing is to get in tune with the topic, get in tune with the content. Because unlike a prepared speech, we can't practice it. And if we try to fake it in 2 minutes, we will lose flow of the content. Then we will just keep blabbering something, and that will have no connection. And in the end, we will like, oh my God, I even forgot what the topic was. Finish. That is a disaster that we see happening on stage often. We don't want that. So stage movement and all of that, let it happen naturally. As a contestant, as a speaker, let your primary focus be on sharing your experience with the topic. Find the link, find the rope. Go ahead, Samir.
So Pradeep's question that he answered earlier, which is about technology, right? And then he's picked AI. So imagine if I'm answering the question and the same AI comes to my mind, and then I'm thinking, oh, but this is so common, everyone's going to be answering it. And then I'm having this conflicting conversation in my own mind of whether to answer what's come to my mind or not. How do we deal with such a situation?
Yeah, so here, try again. That is why I said in the beginning, our aim is not to impress anyone. That conflict happens because we are trying to get better than the others. We're trying to compare ourselves to the other contestants. We're trying to impress the judges and make an impact. Don't. Just, because what happens is now you may be able to pull it off, or what is going to happen is a truckload of content will come. You will think this is how you're going to speak, but what you actually speak is not what you wanted to speak. Because then there are too many thoughts coming in, unless you have got it structured and practiced really well. Again, I'm telling you, the most effective way and the most simplest way is to just attempt the topic sincerely. Don't try to impress anyone. Don't try to win the contest. You're not going on stage to win. Like, get into that zone. And the whole idea of the contest is so we can improve our speaking game. The trophy is purely at the liberty of the judges. That is not in our control. No matter how well we speak, there will be times when you'll be surprised with the results. So don't aim at that, because those are things that are out of your control. What is in your control? How much of a better speaker can you be? That is in your control. Aim, focus on that. And this I'm speaking from I've had this I've had these issues, I've had this challenges, and today, if there is one lesson that I would continue applying for every contest is just give a sincere speech. You win, you don't win, you've become a better speaker. That is the biggest reward you get in contesting. Go ahead, Samir.
For Tulika, a tip to answer your question, how do we prepare? Visit as many clubs, go and take part in their table topics before the contest.
Yeah.
It has worked. It has helped me a lot.
That works.
Go to different clubs, tell them, at the beginning of the meeting, in the table topic, please call me.
Yeah.
Ask for the table topic master, say, I would like to volunteer. Please add me to your list.
Go to clubs where the member strength is low, though. There's a higher chance they'll call you.
Huh?
I mean, how many times we call guests on TGIS? I mean, TGIS we call, but we often give.
But I think if we proactively go and ask to be called.
Yes. There is a chance. There is a chance, yeah.
Yeah, there is a high chance. If you proactively go and say, who is a table topic master? Can you please call me? I'd like to practice.
That works. That works. But again, there before going, if you're getting an opportunity like that, Tulika, one of the best ways to maximum utilize an opportunity like that is to be prepared with your three or four or five topics that are strong at. Whatever the topic, see if you can find the rope. You get the point. Otherwise, what is going to happen is we will just naturally attempt a topic in its most natural form. And the only thing we will improve on is controlling our anxiety on stage, not in controlling the quality of the content we speak. Because then that would largely depend, you'll be at the mercy of the topic itself. So have the awareness of what are your strong points. What are the 4, 5, 10 topics you can talk about. So Hashim used to have a nice trick, you know. He used to have 4 or 5 personal stories. Whatever the topic, it will come down to those 4 or 5 personal stories. You know, so and it was quite beautiful to see how he takes any random topic and then finds the rope to come to that. Because once it comes to that, then he's the king. That is his personal story. He has full control, and every time he speaks the same story, the story keeps getting better. The dialogues will come, the voice moderation comes, the characters come, the expressions come, the pauses come, because you're speaking of the same story. You just have to find the rope. Go ahead, Abdullah.
Is it okay to approach, instead of approaching the topic in whole, if they approach word by word? For example, I am familiar with one word in that entire topic. Then I am, you know, talking about that.
What works more effectively is approaching the topic by whole itself. One word can be misinterpreted and can go. I mean, so here in the judges' ballot, effectiveness, logic up to the argument. So that will play a role. So that is where probably the judges will score you. Another way of approaching, instead of just one word, it works. I mean, it is not black and white here. It depends on the.
So for example, in the previous 2 example, the Tulika's question advice. I got that word advice, and that Pradeep, you got technology.
Yeah.
So I, instead of approaching whole that topic, I'm just talking about the word advice and my story. Then again, in other case, technology and in my story. So I think
both those cases it works fine. Both those cases, I think that should be fine, because that is the crux of it. But then if you get topics where that is not the core, you know, if you're getting the wrong topic, if you're attaching to the wrong word, then it may backfire. So it is important we pay attention to the topic in its entirety, because sometimes questions can be phrased in, you know, I wouldn't say sarcastic, but it can have you know, the way it sounds may not be what is being asked. Maybe the exact opposite is being asked. So there have been cases, I'm not getting any examples on top of my mind now, but there have been cases where the contestant will spend all their energy trying to address the topic in the whole, in the exact opposite way than the way it was meant to, which means they didn't get the topic. So they didn't get the topic means anybody who's gotten the topic will have the advantage when it comes to the score.
Okay.
So it is, we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to the topic.
Okay.
When preparing for contest, so this is from the contest chair perspective. When I was contest chair, or when we are chief judging or judging any contest, one thing we always try to tell contest chairs is not to have long topics. Keep it short and simple. Yeah, but we can't expect that. You know, it depends on if the judge wants something sophisticated, something challenging, or, you know, it depends. Those are things not in our control. We have to learn to pay attention.
Okay.
So one way to practice that is try to listen to the topics instead of reading topics and practicing. Listen to the topic.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think while we are practicing, just to add to what Jenson, just building on what Jenson had just shared, while we are practicing in our own, you know, list of these questions, 365 topics are there. We can ask ourselves if you were to address this from a logical side, what would be our answer? From an emotional side, what would be our answer?
Mm.
You know, and emotions is what will always make a connect with the judges, with the audience, everyone. So logical is very easy, but like Jenson said, the story part is to connect to make the emotional connect.
Yeah.
So marry the logic with emotion.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do that, amazing.
Marry the logic and
With emotion.
Not
With
oh, with
emotion.
emotion. I thought not emotion.
Durvika is like, who should I marry now?
marry the logic has got to do with the emotion.
Yeah.
The
So,
logical
I mean,
content and the emotional content of
Yeah.
our ideas with the topic.
Yes,
and
Pradeep.
those things are actually, I mean, that is when your personal experiences will bring out the emotional part in it.
In fact, if we start with the emotion and end with the logical, it will be even more powerful, I think. So start off by saying a story or something. That's the hook. That's where people don't know what's coming. And then you're building the whole story, and then you're logically giving them why this whole story was packaged and why we shared this. And that is the logical part, which becomes the closing. Just a thought. I don't know.
Yeah. If you can pull that, either ways. I mean, starting with emotional or even ending with emotional, the key is to have both in the speech. If you can have both in the speech, try practice including both in the speech. Worry about which to come first at a later point. Yeah, that is what I was
So
saying.
my question over here is that we can practice, but we do need some mentoring for some of the structures and all. So how we can approach in that way? I mean, I can practice, but I don't know if I'm
One
that
thing perhaps
effective or not.
we can do is for every meeting henceforth till the contest, have table topic evaluations. And if you guys are attending the table topic meeting at TGIS, volunteer for it. And have Vijay Abdullah, you can have evaluators who specifically focused for evaluating table topic speakers from a contest perspective.
Okay.
How
Because
many days
that
before the contest?
December 10th, right? So we have 2 meetings remaining,
We
right?
have 2 meetings.
2 meetings. So why not we have, let's say, once or twice a week, where online, I mean online, we just come and practice
Yeah,
half an hour.
actually,
Just whoever wants to come, just come together, practice.
I would suggest if we can all meet up and have a physical practice, even better than instead of an online Zoom session.
Yeah.
If that is possible. If not,
Logistic is, that's all. The logistic, everyone is comfortable with that, fine. Otherwise, if
Otherwise
it is
Zoom,
not, then online is so much more convenient. You can just switch
Yeah.
on from wherever you are.
Let's
But you
say
should give it to Jenson. He's coming all the way from Ummalcoin to be in person with all of us. He's not.
Yeah.
When he's the
Exactly.
one who's proposing and we are saying no, shame on us, not on him.
We can probably take a poll on this and see also on behalf of the
So,
members who are not here.
I guess with Samir's that statement, there is no possibility I can make the venue at Ummalcoin now. I have to make the venue in Dubai.
I think
I
Pradeep
mean,
has some question, right? Pradeep,
yeah,
he
Pradeep.
was.
Yeah, I wanted to ask on timing. So the timing is 1 minute, 1:30
And 2.
and 2.5 to close.
30 seconds, yeah.
2:30 to close. So how should we time it? Like, is it good to have a crisp for 1 minute 30 seconds kind of thing, or let us drag it up to?
See, you don't have to extend it up to 2, Pradeep. I mean, if you have the content, if you are in control of the content, there is no problem in extending it to 2. That is fine. But you don't have to push it to 2 because that is irrelevant. What is more important here is how much in control are you of the content? Focus on giving quality content, even if it is for 1 minute, 5 seconds. That is all. Nothing less than 1 minute, though. 1 minute is the threshold time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to add to that, I think people struggle when they have to talk logic for 2 minutes. If you're telling a story, it will flow.
Yeah. That is why Benjamin started full power today, but 20 seconds, the logic was done.
Yeah. So, but when you see the red, when you see the red wrap, start rapping.
Yeah. I would suggest start rapping when you see the yellow or the orange, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Soon after the orange, start because it would give you enough time to conclude with a pause, with
impact,
power. Yeah, with impact. Yeah. Otherwise, you will be in a hurry to close.
Got
Practice is the only formula, guys.
Yeah.
And be aware of your strong subjects. What are the subjects you guys are experts at? And then with focus, try to practice every topic that comes your way towards a subject, directing it towards one of your areas of expertise.
Okay. Any other
Finding the
question?
rope, yeah, finding the rope initially may be a challenge, but once you find the rope, then table topics becomes a whole different story.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah.
much, Jenson. Any
And
other
if-
questions?
And if the rope can be connected to your life, even better. Something connected to your life. Then use it to hang yourself in front of the audience. I mean,
Okay,
being
in case you didn't get it, he was being sarcastic. Don't- Just don't. All right.
all right.
Ashish, Rajesh, any question? And I think Subhojit iPhone. Otherwise, we can.
Richa, maybe iPhone.
Okay, Richa. Okay, fine. I think we can conclude now, Vijay.
Yeah.
All right.
So keep thinking your question. If you have the last one, can we all, if it permits, given your circumstances, to turn on the camera for a picture?
But your
Mine
camera is not.
definitely not. We just found there's a bug. For the others, Rajesh, Ashish, if you could, if not, it's okay. We understand.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, let's take a picture.
Rajesh is
Okay,
open.
thank you, Rajesh.
1 second.
Yes.
Richa also.
And Ashish, everyone except me. I'm so sorry.
Only you are not there.
Yeah, I tried.
Okay.
It's like, you got the bug, failed to something. Okay.
Yeah.
The count of 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, that's a bright one. Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
guys.
Jenson.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Sajid.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you,
Good night.
Pradeep, all. Thank
Good
you
night,
very
all. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good
Thank
night.
you
Bye-bye.
so much. Yeah. Bye. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.